Hey guys, me Tesla Blaine here again, and there has been a lot of changes and updates and news out there in the Tesla world, and some of the ones that caught my eye that interest me that I thought I'd talk about today is a little bit about the new 2021 cheaper Model Y. The new Model Y that I'm talking about for 2021 is your standard range rear-wheel drive vehicle. The option came available sometime last week. You're able to go in there and you could actually place your order now. And now they're saying that delivery time frame is 2 to 5 weeks. So that's actually a really good time frame. They're able to get the cars out to us a little bit quicker, it looks like. So starting out at $41,990, you can get the standard range rear-wheel drive. However, the car that I'm sitting in right now, which is a 2020 model, is the dual motor long range. It starts out at $49,990, which there's an $8,000 difference. What's the difference, you say? Well, one is I got two motors. Two, the standard range only has a single motor. If one of my motors goes bad on a trip, I still have the second one as a backup. It'll keep driving. It'll at least get me home, and then I can get it to the service center. With the new standard range, you still get the premium interior and the premium sound that you get in the long range dual motor all-wheel drives. You still have the same color options to choose from. You still have the same wheel options to choose from. And with the single motor rear-wheel drive, you're still able to get the tow hitch installed on the single motor rear-wheel drive vehicle, which is the same that I have on my dual motor vehicle here. Now they've also have available now the third row seating option. It moves it up to a 7-passenger vehicle. Currently you got the 2 here, you got 3 in the back, and then you can put 2 more in the back, which will give you a 7-passenger. That option is only available in the single motor rear-wheel drive or the dual motor long range only. You cannot get it in the dual motor long range performance version. They just don't have the third row available for the performance model. Not sure why. However, but at least you do have the option to get the third row in both of these versions of the Model Y. Now, with the third row option, there hasn't really been any official pictures of what it's going to look like. There was some rumors when they first started talking about it that the third row might be rear facing because of the larger capacity for the storage trunk for people's legs to go in. But it doesn't seem like that's what it's going to be, because some pictures, some renderings that they've shown, it looks like the third row seats laying down forward, which would mean they'd come up, so it'd be forward facing rear seat. And I just don't see how it's going to be very comfortable for someone like me to be able to get in there. However, some of the features that they're talking about for the third row option is that the second row will be on track, so they can slide forward some, so you can get a little bit more leg room in the back. Along with it being able to slide forward, both the second and third row will both be able to electronically fold down, with the switches in the back in the trunk area, which will make it a lot easier for if you got to load up any kind of cargo or anything like that. You can just hit the buttons, seats will fold down. So you'll be able to adjust the second row, slide up one of the seats, and be able to get into the third row. They say easy access to get into it. The third row will also, it looks like from a couple renderings, in the middle it'll have 2 cup holders, so you can place drinks right there. And they're also supposed to have some type of a USB-C ports in the back, So that gives you the hint that it's at least going to be for big enough to get maybe a small adult in there, someone that actually could use the USB-C ports. So anyways, I'm just not sure if it's going to be something that's going to be big enough for someone like me to get back there. But hey, if anybody in the Panhandle area of Florida is getting one, once you get it, if you hit me up, let me know. I would love to come and take a look at it and maybe do a little review on it and see how much room there is in the back. I'm really curious about that. Full self-driving is still available currently for $10,000. However, Elon has mentioned on Twitter that full self-driving is going to also be available for subscription. Some people that might be interested in the subscription service for full self-driving would be someone that's maybe leasing the vehicle, that they know they're giving it back in, say, 3 years, that it just wouldn't make sense for them to pay $10,000 for it for only 3 years. The other type of person that may not want it or only want the subscription would be someone that really doesn't take any trips. They stay at home, they're just using it to commute back and forth to work, they're not really getting on the highways, any kind of long trips where, you know, the full self-driving would come to a benefit. They if they do make a trip once a year, then they could subscribe to it, get it, and have that feature for say a month, and while they're on their trip, and be able to enjoy it. That might be an option. We're not sure, but they are saying that sometime this year in 2021, Elon has mentioned that full self-driving subscription will become available. Elon has also mentioned that he recommends buying the full self-driving now as an investment for the future. If you're able to buy it, get it now. They're saying that eventually full self-driving could be worth up to $100,000. So that's down the road, obviously. At that point, I'm sure it'd be 100% working, and it would be, you know, it would be worth it. It'd be nice to be able to just get in your car, tell it where you want to go, sit back, and it takes you there. And you don't have to worry about traffic. You don't have to worry about staying alert, all that. It would get you there. However, right now, you still got to stay alert. You got to keep your hands on the steering wheel and all that. I'm talking about down the road when you can just get in the car, maybe even get in the back seat and take a nap while it's driving you there. That's what we're trying to get to. But for now, it's worth $10,000, and if you can get it now, maybe in a few years, 3-4 years down the road, this car here might be able to do that for me. Not sure. So, what do I think about the new cheaper model of the Model Y, the single motor? Not everybody needs a dual motor long range. If you're up north, you definitely need a dual motor. If you're up north where you have snow, ice, things like that, having that all-wheel drive option is great. Down south, you could probably get by with just a rear-wheel drive vehicle. Now, like I said before, and everybody else has said, you know, range is king. Range is king. The new Tesla Model Y standard range rear-wheel drive, it only has a range of 244 miles. My dual motor long range has a range of 326 miles. So that's roughly around 80 miles difference. Now you say, is 80 miles difference worth it? Is that worth $8,000? Well, it might not be for everybody, that having that extra dual motor. But like I said, the all-wheel drive, the safety feature on it, where, you know, for driving in wet conditions, snow, ice, all that, I just feel a lot safer with the dual motor. Also, having dual motor, if something happens to one of the motors, I can still drive. I can still make it home safely and then get the vehicle serviced, obviously. The single motor standard range, it's 224 miles isn't bad to complain about. However, range is king. Range is king. So the more range you can get, do it. So if you can afford the extra $8,000 and get the dual motor, I would do it. I would highly recommend it. You can, like I said, you can still get the same exact vehicle inside and outside, just a single motor, but your standard range will only be worth 244 miles. Something else that's hit the news kind of recently is Elon Musk is now the richest person in the world. He's now worth over $200 billion, his net worth. Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos' net worth, which he was the richest person in the world, it was at 185 million. It's just amazing how quickly Elon has gone up in the rankings. They're saying that Elon's rapid growth is due to the fact that he owns 20% of Tesla's shares, and that the company is now worth over $750 billion, creating for him $164 billion last year alone from the rise of shares. That's just simply crazy. I mean, the amount that the stock market for Tesla has changed so much over the last year. I mean, it's gone up, it's split, and it's back up again. Right now, it's worth over $800 a share. It's crazy. It's crazy how much is going up. A lot of people do play the stock market. A lot of people do have shares with Tesla. I recently have just started. I mean, I put a very, very, very small amount into the market, and I'm starting to play with it. I bought a little bit of Tesla. I did not buy a full share. I mean, I'm telling you, I put a little bit in. I've already made some money on it, and some of the other shares I bought. But it's amazing how well Tesla is doing, and like everybody else says, man, I wish I got into it back in 2015, 2014, or whatever, or just it would have been amazing. But I've never been interested in getting into the stock market, but recently I have, and I'm just going to play around with it. I'm not going to put too much in. I'm just going to play with it and see how it goes. Any updates with the Cybertruck? Well, the Cybertruck was originally announced back in 2019, and when it came out, I placed my order. I do have my reservation number for it. I picked the dual motor long range version of it. I don't need a tri-motor, and I don't want the single motor. I just wanted the all-wheel drive version of the Cybertruck. So I do have that reservation for it, and Tesla is still saying that they're shooting for 2021, this year, to be the year that it comes into production. Recently they have started their construction for the new Gigafactory in Austin, Texas. It's still going. It's still being built right now. Hopefully they're moving along with that. There's even rumors that the truck could be ready for production in May of 2021. So I'm not sure when it comes out, and when they give me the email or the notification saying, hey, you need to change your order up on start picking some options. I'm not sure if I'm still going to be able to get it. I really want to. I will do everything I can to make that possible. I really want to get the truck. I just, not everybody can buy multiple vehicles and be able to make the payments on them and everything. So we got 2 cars in our family. I'm not sure if bringing in a third one into the family is going to be the right thing to do. I do have a daughter that's 15 years old, and she's going to be 16 coming soon. But currently we're just not in the need of having a third vehicle. Now, does that mean maybe I can trade this one in to get the truck? That's a possibility. My wife just got another brand new car. We did get rid of the Toyota Highlander. We got her a new 2021 Mercedes GLB 250. It's not their high-end Mercedes. The GLB 250, it actually starts out at $38,000. It's a very reasonable price. It's not a super small SUV. I'd say it's about a mid-size in the SUV range. It was actually about the same size of our Toyota Highlander that we had. It's just at the inside of it, the screen on it, the lighting inside. My wife and I, we both fell in love with it. It was the perfect car for my wife. I have no problem driving it. It's still a beautiful car. It looks just like this one. We didn't go all crazy. We just got the front wheel drive version. We did not get the all wheel drive. It's a great car. It's a Mercedes, so it still gives you a lot of the features that all the other Mercedes comes with. It's not the high end, but it's a great car. It's like I said, it's the GLB version. I believe it came out in 2020, the same year that this car came out here. So it and when I put the picture or put both cars next to each other, the GLB is just a little bit taller than the Model Y. I mean, it's very similar in the size. I don't have a tow hook or tow package on the GLB. I do have the tow package on the Model Y, so that way I can still pull my trailer for any kind of purchases, or going down to Home Depot and Lowe's and all that. Whatever I need to purchase, I can still tow everything with this. So by getting rid of the Highlander, I did lose the towing capability with that vehicle. Like I said, we're not going to put the towing hitch on her GLB, but it's a good vehicle. We just feel like we still at this time want to have a gasoline vehicle available in our home. So we have the all electric vehicle and we have the gasoline vehicle. What vehicle would we take on trips? We're going to take the Model Y. Obviously, any kind of long trips or anything we do, we're going to take the Model Y. Sarah will drive the Mercedes more or less around town, at home, doing errands, things like that. So it's a great vehicle, and it does get really good gas mileage. I believe it gets around 34 miles to the gallon on the highway, which is good, especially for an SUV. However, and it's only a 5-passenger. It does not have a third row, but it's got a lot of cargo space in it. But for getting 34 miles to the gallon is really not that bad. But for most trips that we take, we're going to take the Tesla. We're going to take it wherever we go, because you got that charging network out there. You got the superchargers. You're able to go anywhere across the United States and back and make it with the Tesla. There's enough charging places out there, superchargers, and then hotels. There's you pull into a town that has, like, say, 5 big hotels there. Well, one of them's probably going to have a Tesla charging or electric charging ports there that you can plug into and charge all night long. And when you wake up the next morning, you'll have a full charge for free. I mean, what hotel is going to give you a free full tank of gas for staying there? It's Tesla right now has the market when it comes to charging. So, like I said, for going on trips, we're going to take the Model Y over the Mercedes, but it's the Mercedes is a very comfortable vehicle. It's very cool to drive. I mean, the lights inside, it's unbelievable. It's not as cool and simple as the Tesla, but it's a pretty sleek car. If you ever get a chance to go look at one, take a look at them. Like I said, the GLB SUV starts out at $38,000. So, and it comes pretty nicely loaded at $38,000. So with us having 2 new vehicles right now, and if the Cybertruck comes out in the next 6 to 12 months, It's going to be hard for me to even think about getting rid of this right now because I love this car so much. I enjoy it every day I get in it. I mean, every day I get in, I'm driving down the road, I smile. I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, you pull up next to a van of kids or whatever in there, and they're all sitting there waving at me like from a school bus or whatever. You know, the car is such a fun car to drive. I always get reactions. You get people pointing and looking and taking their phone and taking pictures, and it's a great car to have. I mean, it's a lot of fun. You know, if you don't want to get looked at and pointed at and smiled at and everything else, then maybe a Tesla is not the way to go for you. But I mean, it's an eye catcher. It's definitely a fun car to drive. I enjoy it every day. So yes, it would be pretty difficult for me to even think about trading this one in. But the Cybertruck, however, I think I would love it just as well. I mean, I'm going to get the white interior. I know that for a fact. The Cybertruck is a 6-passenger vehicle. You know, you could put 3 people comfortably across the front, 3 people across the back. You know, I'd get the dual motor, so the speed would still be there. You know, I would still have the same amount of speed as I have in this one. So, plus, you know, a better towing capacity. I would have a truck bed in the back. There's just going to be more features. It still has the same light, and it sits up taller. I mean, well, I'm kind of talking myself into it right now. I mean, yeah, I probably will go with the truck. But I just have to wait and see. You know, the world is changing every single day. Like they say, the stock market goes up and down. I just have to see where we're at. I got to make sure that if I was to trade this one in, that I get a fair price for it, and if everything works out the way it's supposed to be, then yes, I could have the Cybertruck, and that'll be next on my list of videos and everything my reviews for it. I am really excited to get that truck. I had the Cybertruck on order way before there was even a thought about getting the Model Y. I thought the Cybertruck was going to be my first Tesla vehicle, but like I said, like the changes and everything and what happens, you know, during the 2020, things just fell together for us, and we wanted to make a change in our life, and we decided to go ahead and get the Tesla, get the Model Y. It's been the best decision that I can say we've made in a long time. We love this vehicle. It's great. I mean, on average, I'm spending maybe around $5 a week in electricity charges to drive my vehicle to work and back in errands and throughout the week. So about $5 a week is not bad. I was spending at least, you know, $20 to $30 a week in fuel. So in my previous vehicle. So you know, anywhere from $5 to $8 a week is not bad. You can't beat it. So it's a great vehicle. So I'm looking forward to the Cybertruck when it comes out. It makes me smile just thinking about it. So it's I'm looking forward to it. In other news, the Model Y has what I would say a new competitor out there. The new 2021 Ford Mach-E. It's out on the market now. There's videos and reviews of some people out there that have them. There was a father and son, and I apologize, guys. I don't remember your channel name. However, the dad was driving the Model Y, very similar to mine, and he also, by the way, has a Bernese Mountain Dog, which I do too. So that caught my eye there. But anyways, his son was driving the new 2021 Ford Mach-E, and they did a comparison drive going up through Colorado. If anybody knows that link or anything, leave it down in the comment down below for me, please. Anyway, so they did a comparison between the two vehicles, and I think at the time they said that the Mach-E only has the low-end version that's out on the market right now. So the version that they went with, it wasn't quite comparable to the dual motor long range Model Y. However, they did an awesome review on it, so go check out their video. I enjoyed watching it, so it was a good review. However, I did go to Ford's website, and boy, they have all kinds of different versions for their Mach-E. There's you start off, I think you got 3 different versions or 2 different versions or whatever. So what I did is I wanted to build the vehicle that was most similar to what I'm sitting in right now, the dual motor, long range, all-wheel drive vehicle. The version that I clicked on to that would get you similar to what I have here would be their premium version. Their premium version, and then you also added in the extended range battery. I think that was like an extra $7,500. But that extended range battery gives you a range of 270 miles. Well, ours gives, my version here gives me 326 miles. So it's almost a 50-mile difference. So it's still a lot less than this one. However, their version also gives you a 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds, which is the same as mine, which is plenty fast. It's faster than most cars out there on the street today. But their dealer selling price for that option of vehicle is $57,295. With the very similar options that I have, however, you know, I have the upgraded wheels, I got the tow package, and you pay a little bit more for the white interior. My price was only $53,990. So, you know, that does not include the full self-driving. I paid $8,000 for mine, so add on another $8,000 for full self-driving. And at this time, Ford doesn't have that option. Hopefully someday they will, but right now they don't. Another thing that Ford offers, or that Ford has available, is you get that $7,500 federal tax credit. So that will help. If you purchase their vehicle currently, you get a $7,500 savings. When Tesla first came out, they had it as well. However, once they sell so many, it's only good for a certain amount of number of cars. Tesla lost it. You know, so when I bought it, I didn't get any credit at all. All the credits were gone. So keep that in mind if you're going to get a new Ford electric vehicle. To get that credit, you need to get on soon rather than later. In comparing the two vehicles, especially like how there's the father and son guy team that did the comparison out there, they're about the same. Ford has, you know, some a little bit better interior options compared to Tesla, but it really comes down to what you like. Sometimes, you know, you like the simplicity of a Tesla. You know, you don't like having multiple screens and knobs and dials and everything, to where Tesla, you know, you just got one screen. You got the big 15-inch screen, you got a couple knobs here on the steering wheel, and you got your stocks, and that's it. You really don't have anything else. So, but Ford, you might like having all that. It really comes down to, in my mind, the once again, range is king. Even Tesla, like I said, is a 50-mile difference. You know, trying to compare two vehicles that I thought were very similar, or doing a comparison with, but you know, getting 326 miles to a range. Not too many people drive more than, you know, 250 to 300 miles in a day, anyways, for a daily commuter. You know, I get in the vehicle, I charge my vehicle up to 90% every morning. I get in only 90. I don't want to put it at a full 100%. They don't recommend that. So I charge it to 90% every day. I get in the car, I drive it to work, I do errands at work, I go to lunch, I drive it home. Sometimes I have to do other errands afterwards, and I get done and I might have 60-70% left. I mean, it's and then when I plug it in and charge, it takes maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours to get it back up to 90%. So, and that only it might cost me around $1, or a little bit more. I mean, it just depends on how much I actually use, but you can't beat that. And secondly, superchargers. I mean, getting a Ford might be a good vehicle, but they're not there yet when it comes to the supercharging network. If all you're doing is staying in one place and staying at home and driving it back and forth, not taking any trips or anything, then the Ford might be the way to go. You might like it better. But with Tesla, if something comes up and I need to get from Florida to California, I know I can make it. I know that the map is going to show me every single supercharger I need to go to and how long I need to charge there before I leave and get to the next one. The network is awesome. I mean, the supercharging capability, I can't talk enough about it. Now, Tesla, at the Tesla superchargers, only Teslas currently can use it. So you can't take that Ford and pull into a Tesla supercharging network and plug in and charge. You won't be able to do that. Now, there is lots of other charging networks out there, but they don't have the speed and the power that Tesla has. There might be some that are kind of fast, but they're not out there as much as Tesla is. And Tesla, they're still building them constantly. I mean, it's growing almost daily, adding and making more superchargers out there. So I can't say enough. It's just, I'm still sticking with Tesla no matter what. I'm 100% in. But someday, when you can pull into just like a gas station and fill up your electric vehicle in five minutes, that's when, who knows what vehicle you're going to go with. Everybody's going to be there. But until then, right now, if you want to get in the game, Tesla is the way to go. I mean, you can't beat it. I mean, with the supercharging out there, like I said, if I want to go from here to California, I can do it. I'm going to get there and I'm going to come back and I'm not going to have any problems. I might have a little bit of range anxiety going across Texas maybe, or some of those Texas to Arizona, some of those places where the superchargers are spread out a little bit further apart, but it's still designed so you can make it. They have them all the way down all the major highways and everything. You can do it. And when you pull into your small town or wherever it is you're going to visiting, either bring your portable charger with you and plug into the house or a friend or wherever you're staying, plug it in there so you can charge your car every night and have a full tank in the morning. Or make sure you reserve a place at a hotel that has a charging option there. So then that way you can fill up your vehicle every night and while you're there on vacation or where business trip or whatever, and you can drive your vehicle. So the point is, in a Tesla, you can do it. The Ford, I'm not sure how they're going to be able to do it. How they're going to be able to make those long trips across the United States and get there in a timely manner. Now, if you're going and just driving, your 250 miles or whatever in the Mach-E, and you make it there and you're going to stop and stay at a hotel every 250 miles and charge, possibly. But being able to stop at those superchargers like we can in Tesla, you're not going to be able to do it. So, but hopefully someday we get to that point. Hopefully, I mean, in my dream is just like every corner where there's a gas station, you're going to be able to pull in any type of car, any type of electric car. You're going to be able to plug in, charge quickly, and move on with your trip. Hopefully one day it'll be like that. I mean, I really wish a lot of the gas stations now, they would start adding in some electric charging ports. That, in my eyes, would be a smart thing for them to do. I mean, there's a Busy Bee down here in Panama City. At the Busy Bee, they added in a supercharging station there for Tesla. So in my eyes, that's what everybody should be doing. All these gas stations out there need to start bringing in and adding in some Tesla ports or some other charging ports. I'm not just trying to say Tesla only, but start adding them in to every gas station that they have for the future. I mean, it's coming. There's going to be more and more electric vehicles. And the gas stations not only make money off the gas, but they also make money when you go in there and you get that fountain drink. I mean, they make a killing off of fountain drinks. If you look that up, I mean, you're talking pennies for one of your big gulps or whatever it is that you get. So if they want to start bringing in more and more customers, well, then add in the charging ports at your gas stations, because people are going to, while they're charging, they can go in, they can get their big gulps or their drinks, they can get their bag of chips and their snacks and use the bathroom and buy some gadgets or whatever it is that you're selling there, your fudge and your jerky and all that, and make money off of us, the electric vehicle people. But start bringing in those charging ports at all the gas stations, and I'm telling you, it pretty soon you're going to need them. More and more cars out there in the world, in the market, is going to be driving electric vehicles, and we're going to need places to get charged. So that's just my my thought, my dream about what's to come in the future here with charging and stuff. Yes, I'm not all into the ins and outs of the batteries and all that. I'm a user. I guess what you say, I'm just an end user, to where, I got the vehicle. I don't 100% understand all the technology and everything that's sitting underneath me right now, but I love it. I promote it. All this entire video, guys, is just me talking about my recommendation. This is my thoughts about Tesla and their vehicles and what's coming up and what am I doing and things like that. So guys, if you have any recommendations or any comments, leave them below in the video. I'd love to hear about it. I'm not doing this video and stuff to try to argue with anybody or give bad advice or anything. I mean, hopefully I'm giving you some good advice. I'm giving you my thoughts. This is stuff that that is what stuff that I thought about and how I feel about it. So leave me your comments down below. Tell me your thoughts on Tesla. Tell me your thoughts on the Cybertruck coming out. Should I get it? Do you recommend it? Tell me what you think about the Ford Mach-E. Tell me what you think about Elon Musk now becoming the richest person in the United States. It doesn't matter, guys. I'm not going to sit here and debate you and argue with you and stuff, but I would love to hear what your thoughts are on some of the topics I've talked about today. So once again, if you haven't already done so, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button over there, whichever side it is on the screen, I'm not sure. Hit the subscribe button and follow along with me. Like I said, I have, we have the future to come. I'm sticking with Tesla no matter what. Right now I have the Model Y. Eventually I hope to get the Cybertruck. So subscribe. It is free to hit that subscribe button, by the way. I get a lot of people, if for some reason it seems like the older type crowd people, or the people that are new to YouTube, think when they hear the subscribe button that they got to pay monthly. No. Just hit the subscribe button. All that means, guys, is that you're going to get in your feeds recommendations of my videos that I put out there. So when you're doing a search for Tesla, you're going to see some more videos about some of my stuff that I've put out there, or what I put out in the future. If you hit the little bell mark after subscribing, then you will get notified as soon as I post a video. That's what all that means. So if you don't like getting notified, or like getting the extra notifications whenever someone posts a video, make sure that little bell has a line going through it that you don't get notified. If you do, make sure that's notified on there for when you subscribe to me. But anyways, I really appreciate all the comments that I've received. I enjoy making these videos. So please leave some comments down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts on anything. If there's any videos that you would like me to make with my Model Y, or heck, even I could even do it with the Mercedes GLB, even though I'm all about Tesla here. So, you know, but if, hey, maybe you want me to make a comparison video. So if you want me to make a comparison video between the Mercedes GLB 250 and the Tesla Model Y, let me know. Maybe I can do a video between the two. So put that comment down below. But once again, guys, like my video, leave some comments, subscribe, and until next time, guys, just be safe out there. The pandemic, the coronavirus, all that is still going on. I'm not going to sit here and preach to you one way or the other what you should do, wear a mask or not wear a mask, but I tell everybody to be safe. I wear a mask, so if I say please wear a mask, that's up to you, okay? But I do wear a mask. My family wears a mask. My daughter has had coronavirus. We're still going through complications from the aftermath of her having corona. Just the other day, finally she's able, the doctor said that she could start dancing slightly again. So she went to just a stretch class. And then about 3 days later, she went to another dance class. During that dance class, she wore her Apple Watch the entire day, or the entire hour. At times, her heart rate went up as high as 212. During the whole time, it was extremely high, like between 150 and 200 or something like that. I looked at the little scale. I mean, she's still having complications, guys. So, but once again, coronavirus, it affects everybody different. It does different things to everybody. I have other people that I work with that's had it. They're having not as much complications, but like I said, it affects everybody different. So bottom line, be safe out there, guys. Be positive, have fun, drive your vehicles. I've enjoyed driving since I was a kid, guys. So once again, drive, have fun, be safe. Until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.